stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Elmiene in the building. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, man? Good
See,
to
I
be
have to
here.
make sure, we got to get the name right.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Not Elmiene.
Yeah.
Not what is the other one?
Elmiene.
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 Elmaine. Like chow mein. I don't know what's going on.
Chow mein, like Elmaine, like chow mein is crazy.
It kind of makes sense, but it doesn't. You know what? I'm not going to give him any leeway because, like...
Because then people will run with it.
They'll start going with it.
Yeah.
Like, at one point, when I first started, we had, like, a list.
Uh-huh.
And every time the radio would come on and they put one of my songs, I'd be like, what are they going to say this time? Because I know they weren't going to do it right.
Yeah.
And we'd come on and be like, oh, right, a new song from Elmiene. I'd be like, oh, here we go. The next time.
Who's a female singer who got really big the past year? Not Coco Jones, the other one, Money Long. Isn't it Mooney Long? It's Mooney, right? And for the longest time...
No, it's Money Long.
It's Money Long?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah,
It's
she's
Money Long. Yeah, it's Money Long.
She's my Def Jam partner, so I got to know.
There you go. The Def Jam part...
Yeah. Money Long, no.
But you know what's funny? Because, like, for the longest time on the radio, no one was, like, correcting us.
No.
like, I was really going, like, and this is, like, when I first started on the radio, too. Like,
Right.
started actually being on air. I'll be there at 2 a.m. at night. Confident as fuck, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Mooney Long coming up next.
Coming through.
And then, like, I watched, like, I don't know. It was, like, maybe it was, like, the BET Awards. And they're, like, and they said her name, like, Money Long. And I was, like... oh, fuck. I was like...
Thing is, that one's almost forgivable because the way it's spelled,
yeah,
that's
guess.
Mooney. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, no disrespect to Money, but that's Mooney. Like,
Right.
I think that's why she ain't getting mad and like correcting people because she's like,
Like, yeah.
like it could happen. Like I see it.
It was funny. I know, but it's kind of like a basic question. But I'm curious because I think your name is so dope. Like you were saying, it came from like your middle name.
My second name, yeah.
Second
it came
name,
from my
excuse
second
me.
name is Elmiene, pronounced in Arabic as Elmiene.
Okay.
I was like, wow, I just fuse the Arabic and English pronunciation.
Elmiene.
And also, I say Namin a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot. So like, it was just a quick off the fly. That's the name.
Right.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It definitely does make a lot of sense. You know what's crazy? The first thing I wanted to tell you when you walked in today is that like I love your visuals. I went on like a binge like when we found out you were coming like a week ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, these visuals are so dope. I didn't write down which visual I was talking about, but the one where you're in the room and you're pacing around, there's different. Which song is that?
Someday.
Someday.
Yeah.
What I love about that is that it kind of gave me that nostalgic R&B feel. Like it felt like I was watching something that was made 20 years ago, but on
Gas.
high definition canvas.
Gas.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it felt like I wish I could think of an artist off the dome.
Like if we could have gotten a HD camera on like Tank.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it's like the different fade ins and fade out versions of you
That's
walking
what it
around
is.
pacing. It's
It's
beautiful.
like, well, there's so many videos like, yeah, what am I thinking of? Like where it's like, yeah, the copy of people,
Yes.
and then they fade out. Like TLC.
Yep.
I think they did it.
Like they're crying on the couch.
Yeah,
and
he's
now-
like crying
now
on the couch, and then he's
standing up.
there, and he's like, oh man.
Now they're like leaning on the wall. And they're like this.
Do you know what I'm
leaning on the
saying?
wall,
Like
yeah.
them ones, Tyrese.
Yeah.
All of those OGs.
Were you well on the visual side? Were you inspired by those people? Like I want to know about that visual in particular, but like also in general, I do kind of want to know how much input you have within like your visual content that you put out too.
For me, I've always, when I first started, I was so hell-bent on the music. Like, I never gave thought to visuals at all. Like, it was always like, listen, I got to get the music right. You know what I'm saying? And the music itself paints the picture.
Right.
So I always had a lot of faith in people that I trusted that got the music. I was like, if you get the music, I've painted the picture for you already, aesthetically. You just got to bring that to life and make it a reality. So it's been a very trusting process for me. But as of late, like with the Someday video, that's my boy Cam Hicks, and he's next level. Like he's an amazing director, and I kind of gave him my music, and it was a really amazing moment where it was like I gave him the song, he gave me back a treatment, and it was like, oh, that's exactly what that song is.
Yeah.
That's what I saw in my head, but I don't know how to say and like really voice it out to him, and I was like, okay, cool, that's what's up. Because inside the music's all based on like the 2000s, it's based on the 90s, and those music videos come from the fact that the songs sound like they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the songs kind of lean on to what the visuals become. So it kind of makes sense why Someday becomes that.
Yeah.
Someday is like my tribute to all of those lot.
Yeah, I feel like with R&B, like visuals, like in hip hop, you could have visuals with your music, like it always helps. But I feel like R&B, it's like it's a different level of importance of having like that visual aspect within the music.
Yeah.
You know, like someday like the visual really helped paint the picture of the song better for me. You know,
Yeah.
It's just seeing it makes me feel like, oh, when I'm like that.
Yeah,
that's where I'm. That's how I feel, and that's why I'm listening to this song.
That's
right
where
now,
I am.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Where were you at when you made that song?
Where was I at? I was literally, I was in a rooftop studio somewhere in London, in some weird part of London. Weird part of London. But in my head mentally, here's the thing, right? A lot of my songs, I'm proper bullshitting. Like on those romantic ones.
I'm crying. Okay.
I ain't been in a relationship in my life, bro.
Your whole life?
My whole life.
Really?
Yeah, man. I'm Muslim. I don't do them things. You know what I'm saying? So like when I'm sat there singing,
I don't do them things.
I don't do them things. It's haram and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was there, and I'm like, oh, you know, why do you cry? All them songs. I ain't never been through a breakup before. I'm just ever since I was a kid, I was that kid when I was 4. I won't cry, nothing. I just sit there and stare at you and just observe. Them creepy kids like The Shining, just watching and be like, why is he doing that? Why did he do that? I used to look at my dad and he'd do some things. Sometimes I'd be like, that was just wrong. Why did he do that for? I look at my mum and be like, you told me off, but I didn't deserve it. Like kind of, and I just look at her. I wouldn't react. I'd just stare and be like, I see, cool. So my whole life I've just been watching, so much so, and I start like dissecting things. Like I watch so many friends like go through breakups, and I'm like, oh, interesting. That's how you felt here. Cool. It's almost psychopathic when I say it like this, but it's just very much like I'm very in tune to kind of observe and see, because I always want to learn from other people's mistakes before I make the same mistakes. I don't want to be that guy that's like, yo, you saw 3 cars crash doing that left turn. Why did you do the same left turn the next year afterwards? You know what I mean? Right. That seems pretty stupid to me.
Yeah.
So with all those songs, just like tapping into that, I'm like, man, I know how so many people felt during that. I feel like I can visualize it. Yeah. I can express it in a way that despite it not having happened to me, I can imagine what I would have done if it was me in that situation.
And that's like the proper bullshit.
Yeah, the proper bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's someday.
That's crazy.
Crazy in a lot of ways. I feel like.
So where did you get the inspiration? Who did you take the inspo from Someday from?
Someday from, that is like, that's Craig, David, that's Usher.
Okay. So it wasn't like someone you knew. It was like you know what I'm saying? Like the story of that.
Well, you know what it is? The story, it's for me, because I don't do relationships like that, for me it's all from friendships.
Well, you don't relationships at all.
At all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's all about friendships, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I look at friendships and I'm like, you know what? That was beautiful. Someday, well, here's the thing. It's like someday when I do have a relationship,
yes,
I would love it to look like the friendship that we had before. You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
That's where it comes from. So I'm lying for this song. It's not bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying?
All right, I get it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I got to dive deeper into this. No relation. Well, I mean, not having a relationship at all is not bad. How old are you?
22.
Oh, you fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. I had my first girlfriend when I was 19, like my actual first girlfriend.
Damn, nigga, you late.
Who the fuck you talking to?
I had to hit you with the Kevin Hart.
Right.
Damn.
My first, but that was on my first girlfriend. Like that's not like the first time I was with somebody.
Right.
That was my first girlfriend. And then my second girlfriend was like, I think I was like 22. 22, 23. But honestly, like I know people who are my age. I'm 27, so like I know people who haven't been in like relationships their whole lives. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
Hey man, I'm just living. Here's what it is that we just don't do relationships the way other people do relationships.
Facts.
For me, it's like, if I'm seeing you, you're seeing me. I ain't trying to see you just to break up. We're on the marriage thing or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't playing games.
Yeah.
So if I ever see someone that's like, yo, what you saying from day one? What could this be?
That's like your goal. Like you actually like.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You want to date with intention.
Yeah. It's never date for nothing.
That's nice.
I can sing songs about that. I can feel those feelings. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do all that. I can talk about I'm just a bachelor and all that shit. I can do that. I don't need to go through. I don't need to live it. Genuine lived it for me.
Genuine.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Genuine lived it for me is crazy.
Yeah.
That's a wild ass statement. I'm not gonna lie. That is fucking crazy. Oh my god. Let me wipe the tear out my eye. That was funny as fuck. Oh my god. But like you don't want to live that on your own too?
Man, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I respect it. However people want to approach their things, I respect it. I wish I could be like that. I'd be bullshitting.
Hey, man.
I'd be bullshitting life. You be bullshitting the songs, I bullshit life.
Aha. What does that even mean?
It just means I just be out here
Doing your thing.
doing my thing.
Hey, live your life, bro.
Exactly, yeah.
You got one.
You know what's funny is it's funny that you said that because something in my life, right? Things that I see always come back around full circle and like that in a short period of time. Because it's so funny because the other day I was sitting on Twitter and someone's like, literally what you just said was like, oh, if I'm dating to marry. Like, why do I want to do the other thing of just kind of like, oh, I'm dating you, but I don't want to marry. You get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
But it's just so funny how like I literally saw that probably less than 48 hours ago on Twitter, and here you are literally just reiterating the tweet to me just in a better way.
Hey, man, I'm here.
In a nicer way. I don't know.
We all come in each other's lives for a reason.
Right,
I might have
type
come
shit.
into your life to bring you some sort of relationship stability. I don't know.
Yeah, nobody can do that.
There we go. Well, I tried.
Yeah, nobody can do that. Well, a lot of people have tried. But anyway, back to the music. So right now, Market My Time EP out now. Incredible EP, right?
Thank you.
Is this leading into, obviously this an EP, I look at EPs as like, this is like while we wait. Like I look at EPs as while we wait music.
Right.
Which is not saying it's ever going to be bad. EPs are great. This EP is incredible, right? Why this time? Why now? Are we leading into the project? Did you just not want to be in an album mode right now? Like, explain to me like the thought process of putting out this EP right now.
The thought process behind, because our plan right now is, so I had released my first EP, Elmiene, in March.
Yes.
Released that, and that was my the first songs I'd ever written, ever. It was very much like a prologue, like chapter 0 of a book. And then it was like, cool, me and my team kind of thinking, how do we want to set the first big story? You know what I'm saying? Like the first journey to the first big impact I'm going to do as Elmiene, as an artist, to tell the world who I am. How do you want to set that up in a right way and in a developed way that kind of, you can see the person's taken his time, he's lived with it, especially being me who was so new to music. It's like, I couldn't imagine myself getting in, doing 5 songs, releasing that, and then being like, all right, here's the album, guys.
Type shit, yeah.
Like in 10 years, I'd look back at that album and be like, that was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was all with the intention of, I want to grow. I want to develop as an artist. I want to see what it's like to release music. Like that's the whole thing, that releasing music changes how you write music.
Yeah.
Seeing reception, seeing how people treat it live, seeing how people appreciate the different sounds, you're kind of exploring. So that's kind of what it's about. It's like releasing. I've released this EP, Marking My Time, and I want to do another one sometime next year, early next year. And then the album is up in the air, whether it's the end of next year or the year after that. I just want to take my time and treat it right. Because all my heroes, D'Angelo, Stevie, Prince, all of that, they took their time. You know what I'm saying? Samford, they took their time. I want to be like that.
You want to take your time.
I want to be with them ones.
Right.
They're the ones I want to sit next to. When I think about soul, I think about it like this, almost like a Milky Way galaxy, right? And all the universes, and then the stars and all that are in there, and then the planets, and they're all part of that belt.
The R&B cinematic universe, if you will.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to be part of their universe. There's like in Marvel, it's like, oh, this is 616, and this is universe, whatever.
Yeah.
I want to be in the one where Stevie stays at, where D'Angelo stays at, where Marvin Gaye stays at, where Usher, because they all live in one galaxy.
Yeah. As a nerd, I understood that reference, and I appreciate that reference.
You see what I'm saying?
Great reference.
It's like they all do that. Like I'm sure in that world, D'Angelo owns a coffee shop down at Thingy. Stevie Wonder's the head of, I don't know, Avengers HQ. I want to be there.
Stevie Wonder's Nick Fury.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He is.
But I like that.
If anything, he's Nick Fury.
No, he's definitely, Stevie Wonder's definitely Nick Fury.
There we go.
1000% Nick Fury. I like that. That was a good little reference. So I want to ask you. So where you're from the UK originally?
Yes.
Where originally?
I'm from Oxford.
For Oxford. Okay, got you. I didn't, because whenever now I feel like I have somebody from the UK, I don't automatically want to be like, so where in London are you from? Because I feel like I did that in the past. Because I was so used to so many London rappers come into the show that like it's just sometimes I like. By happenstance, not on purpose or by any means. I'll be like, where in London are you from? They'll be like, oh, well, I'm actually not. I'll be like, my bad. It's just forced.
It's just, you know what I'm saying?
So Oxford, born and raised.
Oxford raised. I was born in Frankfurt, Germany.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you've traversed.
It's the immigrant lifestyle, man.
Right. So how long were you in Germany for?
I was in Germany for about 5 years. And from there, came straight to Oxford. I had family there who'd done the move before. A lot of that. It's just parents got to chase where the money is.
Of course.
The homeland Sudan ain't had the money like that, so you got to kind of go out and see what's up.
And you're Sudanese?
Yeah, Sudanese, yeah.
Word. That's a lot of...
There's a lot of
going on in there, right?
Do you know what I'm saying? In that central part of the world, there's a lot going on.
Do you know any German?
I don't.
Okay.
I know Alf, which means open. Sounds good.
I'm just asking because it's funny because like one of my close friends in this radio industry and someone who I came up with, Nyla, who I'm sure you're gonna meet at some point because she loves R&B. I'm actually gonna put her onto your music after this because I meant to tell her last night but I forgot. But she was actually born in Germany because she was an army kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she was born in Germany, but then obviously moved back over here when her
Yeah,
father
yeah,
moved.
yeah.
Anyway, point being is I always kind of like rag on her. I'm like, so you still don't know any German, but you keep going back to Germany. I'm like, you're not doing well. At this
That's
point.
you know what it is. My daddy say the same thing. Is like you keep coming back to Germany, come back to Frankfurt. Stop playing games.
Just learn something.
Learn the language.
I mean, I'm Puerto Rican. I don't speak Spanish, so it's I'm right there with you. I get it.
Yeah. I hear it. For me, it's always like because of that. I've always had it. It's like a responsibility that I got to fulfill.
Same.
It's like for me, like I know how to speak Arabic, but I'm always on the verge of like, man, I gotta learn it better than this. I gotta know harder than this. Because it's like if I know it the level I know it, could I pass that down to a child? You know what I'm saying? It's like the culture needs to live on.
Right, type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I think when it comes to like learning languages, it's just like it's tough. It's definitely tough.
It's
like,
something you got to live with it.
Right, absolutely.
You got to breathe it. You got to be in the places.
Right, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now we got the project out, but we're gonna have another EP very soon.
Yes.
Are you gonna be collabing with anybody?
Big collab. I've got some collabs on the way. Some good friends of mine.
Okay.
And they're kind of been cooking for a minute now, to be real with you.
Yeah.
But we'll see when they come out. I'm gonna let them brew. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one after speaking what I'm speaking. If I said I wanted it to be rushed, I'll be a hypocrite.
Are they from the UK?
No.
Okay, cool. That's as far as I'll go for that.
American brothers.
I know. Oh, they're from America. Nice. I know you said that you really want to like stay in New York for a longer period of time and like enjoy that. I can understand why.
It's just there's something about it, man. This is where the music's from.
Yeah.
This is where it grew. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the Soulquarians were an Electric Lady here in New York.
Yeah, Electric Lady, yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like all of them. D, Questlove, Common, Badu, like they're my heroes. Stevie Wonder did Music on My Mind, the Electric Lady. Like that's where it's all from.
Yeah.
So like, as soon as I landed, I was like, shit. I remember being at baggage, like collecting my bags. I hadn't even seen New York yet. And I was like, yo, I might move here for 3 months. They're like, nigga, you ain't even seen the city yet. I'm like, I feel it in the air. There's something about it. And as soon as I stepped out, I was like, yeah.
This not your first time over here, though.
Second time.
Second time over here. Okay.
Yeah, I was here last month.
So this is like your first year in America.
First year in America, yeah.
Coming around a lot. That's fine. I hope that you do get to stay out here, like, and enjoy New York a little longer to get like inspired.
For sure, man. I want to work here. I want to make music here. I feel like it'll be good.
Yeah, I just had another really great incredible. I had a lot of dope incredible R&B artists this week. This kid Safe from Canada, from Toronto,
right?
Safe. But he lives in New York now.
Cool.
And he explained it's just because like it's a good creative place for him.
That's what it is. Like it's more than. I feel like people say like, oh, there's not many people to work with in New York, but I think the charm of it isn't even in the music way. It's in just the life way.
Yeah.
Life in New York is inspirational for our art. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much going on, fashion going on. It's just such a melting pot for everything.
Yeah, man.
Even the food you eat. You can eat a million different types of food on one block.
That's a fact.
And it's different. It's like, what is this? Like,
right.
What is this? Nowhere in the world is like that. And it's no doubt it will affect the art. Do you know what I'm saying?
Word, man.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll get you out here for longer next time.
100, I'll be here.
Can't wait. Well, look, new EP out now by the time people see this. We're going to have you perform a song today. What song are we going to have you perform?
Someday and a bit of freestyling.
Oh, you're going to do a freestyle too?
Come on.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Did not know we was doing that today. Exciting. Go check both those videos out right now by the time y'all see this. Before we get up out of here, anything else you want the people know where they can follow you at, all that good stuff? Now's the time to do it. This camera on the right here.
Mm-hmm. Check me out on Elmiene. I'm there every day because I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? I'm stuck there. YouTube, Insta, Twitter, all of that. TikTok, of course, yeah. The new Overlord TikTok. And, yeah. I hope you like what you see. We'll be about.
Well, make sure you go follow him. Go run up the project out now. Go show them some love. Show them support. Love is free. Support is free. Y'all already knew that. Go run up those videos. Elmiene on the radar. We out. Bow.
That was brilliant.